Hello, good evening, welcome to Rangers Radio. Join myself, Ox, on the show tonight. The champion show is the one and only Bridgeman, and of course my mate GB. Evening, boys.
Good evening, Ox. Good evening, Bridgeman. Happy 55.
Absolutely. Can I just say a massive good evening to you guys. Huge good evening to the boys in the lobby and to all the Rangers fans listening in all over the world. We are the champions. Good evening and welcome to Rangers Radio.
Are you going to manage a full show tonight, Bridgeman?
I'll be doing a full shift tonight because my eyes are wide open. my wife's been blethering me all day to stop sleeping. I was napping. She caught me napping a few times.
How are you guys?
I'm fine. The hangovers kind of went away now, so I'm a wee bit back together after yesterday.
Good man. Did you enjoy your day, mate?
I had a fantastic day. It was meant to be a day of nothing, and then it turned into a day celebration.
Good on you, mate. Good on you. That was a special day yesterday, but I'd never seen it coming, I must admit. I just up yesterday, I just assumed the other team would win.
Yeah. What can you say? Football does surprise us greatly. And by the way, not only it caught us out, it took the whole of Scotland out by the sound of things, you know. And all of a sudden, all these events all took place, and I'm afraid that they just didn't know what we're going to do with Rangers. They don't know what they're doing with Rangers at all. Fantastic! What a day for everybody, including involved with Rangers in any shape or form. What a day! Fantastic.
Yeah, there was interviews with a lot of the players. I think most of the players, I've known them all, but the coaching staff and John Bennett and Douglas Park done one. If you got the chance, watch that. I wouldn't make good. I would play it on here, but I played it mean Fox, but would have played it on here. But there's a lot of background noise and it doesn't work. But if you get the chance, watch it. It's about 2.5 minutes, 3 minutes long, and you'll come away happy to be the custodians of your club. Just a big thank you. We had a lot of debate whether we were going to put on a show when we won the league, but we were going to do it. It wasn't scripted, wasn't planned. It was just emotional. And the first show yesterday, I've just been told 28,000 viewers we had. 28,000 people with Rangers Radio on their devices. Absolutely fantastic. Thanks to each and every one of you for all your support. Unbelievable. GB.
Oh, mate, that's just icing on the cake for us, isn't it? I'm glad that there were so many involved because, like I say, you have put in a lot of hard work to get to that point. But it was just
the poor guy on the phones was working hard yesterday.
We all were. But it was all well worth it because see every call that was coming through, it was just all happy bears and emotional bears as well, Ox. There was a lot of emotion there yesterday. I thought I was going to be a bit emotional, but it didn't come. It was just basically happiness. But there was a lot of guys that obviously were saying they were in tears and stuff like that, and I can totally get it, especially with people that have passed away and stuff like that. So, just really happy for them, happy for the football club, happy for everybody that's been on the journey. And now we're on to a new chapter. We're on to see where Steven Gerrard wants to take us now.
Yeah, mate, well said, Bridge. So your fans listening in yesterday, mate?
Oh, you know, it's just, I'm telling you now, and I must be Methuselah or something like that. I think that is the greatest weekend I've ever spent as a Rangers supporter, ever. I nearly said Rangers player there. But no, seriously, that is the greatest. What a fantastic result from across the country there. And wow, did that just cement our position? Wonderful, just wonderful. And the feelings is there. It's there for everybody to see because we're all part of it, and it's great. It's just
you never heard the word of what I said, did you?
And when?
About the 28,000 listening on here yesterday.
Oh yes, I did. I did say it. It's fantastic that everybody wants to. How can I say this? Everybody wants to be able to listen in. What is it?
Terry's just messaged me. The viewers went up by 15% when Bridge left.
Very good. That's good. It might be right.
No, they fell, mate. All your fans left.
No, I think that the show was electric. Just electric. Right. Just fantastic.
Well, it's Monday, and you know what that means, Gaz?
It's a view from the bridge.
bridge. Can't take anymore.
Oh, good evening, everyone, and welcome to A View from the Bridge. Well, that was a great 3-0 victory on Saturday for the famous against St Mirren at Ibrox. Well-deserved victory. Superior team. Our manager, Gerrard, is sitting this game out after getting a one-game ban from the SFA. He was in the stand. Gary McAllister took charge and was prowling the technical area, barking out the orders. Rangers actually swept St Mirren aside to move to within a point of the title and will hopefully be crowned champions very soon. A great game with Rangers going for it from the start. St Mirren were overrun and at times literally parked the bus. Morelos was at his best, causing havoc with their defenders, and his hold-up play was tremendous. Best player in the park. Kent was also in form, but played brilliantly. His speed and trickery were outstanding. Great performance. Sometimes as a team, we were unplayable, and St Mirren didn't know what to do with us. Our players were great, other than foul them, block them, barge them, trip them, jersey pull them, and just the way their manager used to play. That's what I say. The ref ignored more than half of their free kick incidents, and played on when he should have stopped the game and booked the player. That would have meant that a few of their players would probably have seen a red card later on in the game, and deservedly so. There is no amount that there's no doubt that we are being refed at a different level and to any other team. We are being handicapped by the SFA. Their goalkeeper, Jack Alnwick, whom we fondly remember as one of us, had a superb game for them. He made some great saves to keep them in the game early on and to stop a rout later on in the game. Now to the game. Excuse me. On 7 minutes, after some nice play, Kamara finds Aribo and takes two strides and lets fly with a great left foot shot from about 25 yards out, which is on target and is well saved by the keeper. Hard lines Aribo, well saved, Alnwick. On 14 minutes, a great passage of play by us sees Davis find Morelos, who brings in Hadji to the play, and he returns the pass back to Davis, who plays in Kamara again. He plays a 1-2 with Hadji and runs into the box for the return and runs for the byline and squares the ball in front of goal, which is cleared by the defence and goes out to Goldson, who sends it a lovely but left foot pass to Kent about 25 yards out. He shimmies and fools the defender and gets in a glorious left foot shot from about 20 yards by this time, which goes like an arrow right into the net. Inside the left-hand post, with the keeper rooted to the spot. Well played, Rangers. Brilliant goal, Kent. 1-0 to the famous. On 16 minutes, Davis sends a fine pass to Aribo on the left, who passes it inside to Hadji, and he gets forward and squares the ball to Kamara, who sends in a lovely pass into the box for Morelos to run onto, and he seems to be running wide of the goal, but he cuts a brilliant shot in on the angle and cuts it across the goalkeeper into the net off the far post. What audacity he has to do that. Absolutely fantastic goal by Morelos. 2-0 to the famous. On 34 minutes, Davis gets the ball on the halfway line and passes out to Hadji, who tries to return the ball to Davis, but is a bit heavy with the pass. And Connolly is the first to the ball, ahead of Davis, and he runs straight for the Rangers box, with Helander giving chase. He manages to get inside the box and get a shot in, which goes across the goal and past the far post. Good play by Connolly. Very fast, that boy. Very fast. On 39 minutes, free kick to Rangers taken by Borna, who finds Goldson in the centre of the box, into the box, but his attempt goes wide. On 45 minutes, corner to Rangers, taken by Davis, who finds Helander in the centre of the box, but his attempt goes over. Half-time, 2-0. Second half starts with no changes for Rangers. On 46 minutes, a stumbling clearance by Helander finds Aribo, who passes forward to Morelos, and he is surrounded by 3 defenders, but still plays a great ball to Kent, out on the left, and he in turn threads a tremendous pass to Aribo, who takes off down the left, after evading 3 defenders and onto Hadji, who controls the ball and lashes it into the net. Sorry, I missed it. Actually, he squares the ball across. I can't read my writing here. He squares the ball across in a great pass across about 6 yard line to Hadji, and Hadji lashes it into the net. Brilliant play, Rangers. Great cross by Kent. Great goal, Hadji. 3-0 to the famous. On 56 minutes, a stumbling clear. Oh, got that. On 56 minutes, Kent picks up the ball in the opposition half on a run, right to left, and plays a square pass to Aribo, who holds up the ball, and Kent runs past him and receives a return pass. He strides forward, drops the shoulder, and has a great shot at goal, which bounces round about the 6-yard line, coming up off the ground pretty fast and hard. And all of a sudden, the keeper has to lash out at the ball with his feet. He just managed to get it as well, and it clear over the bar for a corner. Nice play, Rangers. Hard lines, Kent. Great save by the keeper. On 68 minutes, free kick awarded to St Mirren for a foul by Golson. Taken by Richard Tate. High ball into the box and only semi-cleared. The ball comes out to Doyle Hayes, who tries a shot from the 18-yard line, but it doesn't connect properly. And the ball fortunately goes to Obika. I can't pronounce this guy's name. Obika. He gets in a shot, which is brilliantly saved by McGregor. Wow, what a good save that was. Hard line, St Mirren. Brilliant save, McGregor. On 85 minutes, Borna Barisic with a lovely cross finds Arfield, who gets in a left foot shot from the centre of the box, which is saved by Alnwick. Hard lines, Arfield, great save again by Alnwick. On 86 minutes, brilliant play by Stewart, sees a square ball reaching Defoe, who gets in a cracking shot, which brings another great save from Alnwick. Great play by Stewart, hard lines Defoe. Full time, final score 3-0 to the Famous. This result now puts us on 88 points from 32 games played. We have 6 league games left to play. We are 21 points clear at the top of the league with a goal difference of 68 with 24 clean sheets. As Bears, we really are watching the best top flight team that's played in Scottish football in a long, long, long time. And seriously. So player by player, we've got McGregor 8, Patterson 8, Golson 8, Helander 8, Barisic 8, Kamara 8, Davis 8, Aribo 8, Hadji 8, Morelos 9 and Kent 9. Man of the match, Morelos followed by Kent. And it's quite close actually. Possession 68% for Rangers and 32% for St Mirren. Shots 10 for Rangers, 5 for St Mirren. Shots on target 7 for Rangers, 1 for St Mirren. Corners 7 for Rangers, 6 for St Mirren. Fouls 12 for Rangers and unbelievably 10 for St Mirren. I just can't believe that. Anyway, after the events on Sunday, the Bridgeman says this: we have done it. We are champions 2021. Congratulations to all Bears everywhere. The pain is now officially over. We do have to remember that we are in a national lockdown, so please, please, please be careful and stay at home when possible. That's the end of A View from the Bridge.
Why don't you give us a call on 0141 356 1972. It's your show, it's your platform. Let's hear from you.
Jings, that was a brilliant view for the Bridge, GB.
Yeah, well done, Bridge. Well said and everything. The analysis there, mate. Ken had a smashing game yesterday. In fact, the full team did. It was one of the games where, for me, it was like the Kilmarnock game that when we won our last title, we just went out and smashed them. And then as soon as we went 3-0 up, I felt as though we just went into second gear. But apart from that, after that, the scenes of the players going to kind of see the fans at the gates and stuff like that, and then obviously Sunday came and we know what happened then. Party time started.
It was a great weekend to be a bonus.
Oh, and how.
Fantastic. I love that, Bridge. Well done, mate. Well said, mate. I think it was a real good team performance, and funny enough, I think my front players are coming back into form, Bridge, at this time of the season. They maybe had a wee dip, but Morelos and Kent were excellent on Saturday, mate. Seems a long time ago on Saturday, didn't it?
Oh, does it? Oh, my God. Yesterday seemed like 2 days, didn't it? My goodness gracious. No, I think the team were absolutely outstanding to a man. I thought that Morelos, not only did he lead the line properly, I thought it back to his best for scoring. That goal he scored was definitely European class. European class, just fantastic goal.
Yeah,
How
you're
they
right. Just
how did they manage to get turned on it? I don't know.
don't need to hit them hard bridge. Just get them out of the reach of the goalkeeper, mate.
He's starting to get his eye in again. That's what I feel. He's getting his eye in, and but every time he gets his eye in, he makes nice wee passes here and there. You know he's desperate to get in. I felt sorry for Defoe. I thought Defoe was smashing that into the top of the net. My goodness gracious, that goalkeeper there has played a good game.
Aye. Gary, it does seem like a long time ago that game.
It does. You start to, because the evidence went on so fast, you kind of forget different things in the game. But for me, it was the manager done a lot of right things in the game where he brought like Greg Stewart on for me. That guy's been a total professional in my eyes all season. He's not put a foot wrong. He's not had the probably game time that he's wanted, but he's not caused any ruffle of feathers or anything like that. He's stayed the path, and he got his game. I played. By the way, I like him. He's a good player. I just think, unfortunately, all the players in front of him now are not so much at a different level, but they're all in form. So he's not had a chance to kind of break into the team, if you know what I mean, for me. But it was just good to get him on the park and get him that kind of moment where he knows when the full-time whistle went that he's been a part of 55.
You hear me? I've never met the guy, but he's meant to be an excellent fella. We've been joined by Steve for Oslo. Evening, Steve.
Hello, guys.
How are we doing,
Hi,
mate?
Steve.
How are you?
Hi, Steve.
I'm a wee bit calmer and tipsier than usual, but
Tipsy.
Oh, we enjoyed your last performance, Steve. It was brilliant.
hi. But apparently, like, I've been beaten by some chick who can sing. She's got the voice of an angel. I mean, who the hell is she? To hell with her. Let's forget about her.
Jody's a starter.
Aye.
To be fair, I've got to be honest with you, mate. You were third behind Jim from Paisley. He beat you.
What about the Tennessee guy? The Tennessee guy.
No, Tennessee.
Steve, I had you ahead
Paisley.
of James. I had you ahead of James from Tennessee. He was fourth. You were third.
Okay, well, aye, that's good enough, guys. That's good enough.
Are you not impressed with James
can
from
I-
Tennessee, Stevie? You not impressed with him?
Well, I never heard him, but I'm pretty sure I'm better.
I'll
Yeah.
tell you what, James from Tennessee, he sung all the right notes, just knowing
I
the
can
right
do
order.
it again, guys. One more time. Listen, just put up. Don't hang up on me. One more time.
Right.
Hey there, you with the sad face, come up to my place. Just live it up.
Sandkill's on to you.
That sounds
Sandkill's
all right.
beside
Yeah,
you,
that
boy.
sounds okay there, doesn't it?
You're still
Cheers,
third.
guys. Thank you. Thank you,
You're
guys.
still third.
Did you not ever thought of getting on The Voice?
Well, no, I thought I'd come on Rangers Radio, and here I am.
You're here right enough.
I'm here. But guys, I just want to say one thing. Usually I keep it short and sweet because that's the way the ladies like it, you know. And,
Take your word for it, Stephen.
Can I just say, I would like to dedicate this title, this 55th title, to Rangers Radio.
Oh.
And the reason I say that is, I don't know how long you've been going, but when I started listening to you, we were in the dark days. I think it was like 2018, 2019. It was in the crappy days. Excuse my French, Bridgeman. I'm sorry. Forgive me. But
that's all right, crappy. We can take that.
You're okay, pal. I can't
okay,
speak French.
you can take that. But you guys are so I'm an expat living in Oslo. Okay, I'm only 2 hours away on the plane, but during COVID, no chance of getting home. You guys are the bridge between myself and my friends. Have you listened to Rangers Radio? We listen to you, and you've probably, and you're modest. You're so blimmin' modest. But I just thank you guys, and I dedicate this 55th title to you, all of you. Trust me. Oh yeah, see, you're blushing. I can tell you're blushing, but it's
We
true.
are, mate. We are.
You mean the world to
I
us,
think
man.
Steve's now moved up to the top, and he's now the best singer.
No, I've
That's
still
what I
got
think.
him in third place, mate.
Well,
Oh,
cheers,
no.
guys. But please
I'm
believe
going
me in saying-
to let young GB answer that. GB, who's a big part of Rangers Radio, young guy.
Oh yeah.
No, I mean, I appreciate it. And like yesterday, I was taking some of the calls off the fans, and you can tell how much they want to get on to speak to Ox and Bridgeman and Fox, Portbear and all this. They're just desperate to show their emotion to everybody that's a part of Rangers Radio. And by the way, see, when you dedicate that, you're dedicating it to yourself as well, because you're a part of it as well, with your phone call, your opinions and stuff like that, and you're great singing. So, as much
Gary, behave yourself.
Gary, you were doing all right up to that. You were doing all right up to that last bit.
Well, guys, your family, and I miss you all. And I can't wait to be back in the stands, and even just the footage of the guys outside. I know we were like going against COVID rules and things. I just wished I was there. I watched that videos and I was crying like a baby. I just miss you all. That's my point. But this radio station keeps me in touch with it all. Like, you guys are doing a better job than you know it. And I'm going to go and cry now and just hang up, okay? But just don't you forget it, guys. What an amazing job you have done.
Thanks very much, mate.
Well said, Steve. Well said.
Cheers,
guys.
Cheers.
I might put him up to second now. That was nice. That was nice.
Aye, brilliant.
It's nice to be nice, GB, isn't it? Nice to be nice. You can take a leaf that has been booked management.
Actually, Oxford, what you said is going along with some of the things that a lot of folk have been thinking anyway about our little venture here in Rangers Radio. So
we joined by another legend, Bridgeman.
Who that?
We joined by Dave for Edinburgh.
Dave for Edinburgh.
Oh, lads, champions! All right, Bridgeman, upstairs. Is it Gaz?
Yes, mate. How you doing? All right.
Champion. I never phoned in yesterday, lads, because I was a wee bit emotional. You know, I didn't want to start crying on the phone and that. My wife would have flagged me.
Dave for Edinburgh. Why were you emotional?
Listen. I've got family members that support that other team, right? And I've been getting it tight. Like in-laws and nephews and that. I didn't mean like brothers and sisters and that. But I've been getting it tight for 9-10 years, and I gave them it tight the day. This morning and yesterday, a wee bit of karma. Oh, it was sweet. I was loving it. It was brilliant. Actually, I've sent them a case of Britvic 55.
Oh, well done, mate. Well, if you get the flavour, make sure it's orange, yeah?
Exactly. It is orange as well, exactly. Oh, brilliant. What a performance on Saturday, though, wasn't it? It's actually the easiest I've seen Rangers actually win a match for a while. We were just cruise control.
When the third goal went in, mate, we just played out the game, mate.
If
that had been a box, they just stopped it then and just...
Exactly, aye. They just did this. They were just passing it about. No injuries. Take it easy. We've got a big game Thursday. Actually, more importantly, that Europe now, the league's done. So, as the boy said, that I was listening to you yesterday. Europe, it would be nice. I did say we would win the league by at least 15 points. It could be more than 20 by the end of the season. Oh, yeah, beauty.
Just out of curiosity, was there any fireworks in your area, Dave?
No, I was actually sensible, Oxdale. I stayed in the house. I was sensible. I celebrated in the house. Didn't go out. You know. Good man. But I had a tear in my eye. I must admit, I had a tear in my eye. My wife was laughing at me. She called me a big bear.
That's not the first time that's happened, is it?
But what a job Gerrard's done, eh? What a job. And he's here for the long haul, by the way. He's already says he's not going anywhere at the minute.
Oh, he's done a great job.
Yeah. Right. I think he's here for 10 in a row.
Oh, I hope so. 10 in a row.
Don't use Terry Monroe. Brilliant. Terry Monroe. He's Terry Monroe.
Did you hear that on the radio earlier? Terry Monroe. Aye.
No, what was it?
The boy on the radio, he sells a lot of merchandise, and he says, mostly it's Celtic stuff. He says, but I'm getting bombarded and the guy in America, and he was just, what's your name? He says, Terry Monroe. My name was laughing his head off. I was like, oh, yeah, beauty.
Very funny story.
My wife's probably going, what you on about? But 10 in a row, Terry Monroe. Just like,
they all came for a guy who was got a tattoo, and I think it was Ibiza, mate. And the tattoo artist misheard him and gave him a Terry Monroe tattoo.
What do you want on it? Dead or off? Dead or off?
Well, it was sweet. I was texting my ex-brother-in-law and my nephew and that this morning. Oh, it was brilliant. I was loving it. As you say, we've put up with it for 10 years, as you say, with the lower divisions, the slaggings we go, you know what I mean? Well, sweet. And we'll win it next year or not?
Here, mate. That's a big one now, and next year becomes even bigger.
Yes, 150 years.
Young GB, I think it's going to be another emotional night here. Get passes the Yankees, Cass.
What it says, the fans have been waiting for this so long. I mean, and yesterday, what it says, I was sitting and watching their game, and you're sitting getting to the 10-minute mark, and you're like, really? Is this going to happen today? Is it going to happen? And then, like, Dundee United nearly scored and stuff like that, and I just didn't. I was like you. I didn't think it was going to happen. I thought they would want to take it down to the Old Firm game, but see when it did happen, I was in shock. I'm actually probably a wee bit still in shock with it. But I still can't believe that we've done it. You know what I mean? It's so quick. I honestly seen after the Casino days, I seen a big rebuild job for us. I seen that we would give Gerrard a lot of time and money, but what a turnaround! You know what I mean? It just. And the plaudits he's getting for his ex-colleagues and everybody down south and stuff like that. Says it all. They admire the job that he's done. And by the way, see the sacrifice, him being up here and away from his family, and what the sacrifice the players have had to do and stuff like that. Hats off to them. You know what I mean? It's in a pandemic as well. This will be our greatest title by far.
Here.
Yeah. See another thing, lads. Last year, when we lost to Hearts and Hamilton at home, and then obviously you had the break up before we played Celtic, didn't we? Ain't you glad they never walked away there? Or we never... I think there was some maybe doubting them, wasn't there? But ain't you glad they stayed, didn't you?
I still thought he was a man for the job. I understood.
I so did I. I knew it was about... I've said it all along. You wasn't got to change Rangers overnight. It was going to take a few transfer windows. And luckily we were good. We were good in Europe, and that gave us the money to the foundations to build the squad, you know, with the transfer windows. It gave us the extra money we needed. And we've done it. We've done it against the aim, of course, the other side who's actually got more money than us, which makes it even all the more sweeter, you know?
Yep.
Talking about foundation, we've been joined by a lady who always comes in with all her makeup on. We've been joined by Amanda.
You're joking. You've not seen the state of the day, I can assure you. I look as rum as a badger's bahookie. And I don't drink. No, I was phoning. I went by that lovely stadium called Ibrox today, and I was just thinking of all the history that's in the walls and that today. I was at the hospital when we went by, and I said to Dad, "Look at that! Is that not a beautiful sight?" And he says, "Indeed it is." And I says, "Think of all the history that's in that building, all the legends that have walked that marble staircase, and I just get goosebumps in the back of my neck." And I thought, I can't wait to be back in that stadium. Do you know what I mean?
Well, thanks very much. Me and Bridge have done the marble staircase a few times. I appreciate that, Bridge, man.
I tell you what, I have to say, I've only ever done it once where I was enthralled. I had to stop and I was like sitting there with my mouth open. What a sight. But I believe it's all been done up since then. It looks really even more wonderful than ever. I was watching the Scottish news tonight, and I saw that Raman Braggy-Breeks was in the trophy room. What a disgrace! I know. You know, he's in Ibrox. He never interviewed one person from Rangers. He suppose one of these what do you call it? A Zoom with Ali McCoy is at home. That's a disgrace. Why did they get the Ibrox Trophy about doing that? Just nah.
I know. Do you know the thing is about the Scottish News Tonight? I noticed how it was all about the damage at George Square and
enough about that.
Aye, I know, but that's what it was all about. But I thought, no, they're just trying to take away from the goodness that came out of the victory. Do you know what I mean? That's what they do. But
jealousy is a terrible.
Well, I know because I was reading some on Facebook tonight. Some clown put a comment on about the Ibrox disaster, and I think there's a lot of response coming towards them. But I just think some of these people that are on social media don't think about their actions. Do you know what I mean? Like, you must know yourself. We were talking about it yesterday. The emotion involved with this yesterday, and you think about all the people that lost relatives in the Ibrox disaster, right? What that must have felt like for them yesterday, you know. And you look at it and you go, you know, why would a moron write something like that? But then again, that just stinks. That's their level, isn't it? But at the end of the day, we had a great victory over the weekend, and we done it with we kicked our balls on the Saturday. They didn't kick anything yesterday, but there you go.
Amanda?
I was laughing. Has anybody seen the video of the wee guy with the binoculars on Facebook? And he says, what are you looking for? I'm looking to see if I can see the Rangers coming. And then the next thing you see the plane flying at Canada. Can you see us now? 55, you know. But no, I just think to sum it up, everybody's emotions were up and down through the whole thing. But at the end of the day, we've got a manager there that's got. There's something special about the guy, and I don't mean this in a dirty way.
A sexist way.
Aye, there's something about the guy, and he's got a good head and his shoulders for football. You know, he was a talented player. Aye, he's a leader. Aye.
There's no many people like him in life that are just natural leaders. Dave is.
No, that's right.
You can imagine him either telling you off or trying to inspire you. He's the kind you'd run through brick walls for, isn't he?
Are you talking to me there, Rockster?
Aye, you, Dave,
aye. As a player, he was head and shoulders above the rest of his teammates. I mean, nearly single-handedly won the European Cup with Liverpool, didn't he? I remember the game well. He's a legend in my eyes now, anyway. You know, and I hope he stays for years to come. I hope he leads us to 10 in a row.
Is that the game they were losing 3-0?
He'll definitely win more trophies. He'll definitely win more titles with Rangers because him and the team, they ken what they're doing. I've been saying it all along. They know what they're doing. Window by window, they've been strengthening Rangers, bringing in better players, making the players that was there better. Jack, whoever, Morelos, the other players that was there when they came in, he's made them all better. And the ones that he's signed, he's made them better. He's had a couple of bad signings, like that Albanian guy and that, but he got rid of them straight away. He knew, you know what I mean? They knew the crack. You're not good enough for Rangers, beat it. And that's it. He's basically he's a top man. You can't say any more about him, eh?
Amanda, in you come.
I just think at the end of the day, the whole thing is, you know, he came in with a team that was bog standard, really, you know, and then he's built it up. He's built it over the last few seasons, and the difference in the team's worlds apart. You know what I mean? Head and shoulders above the rest. And I mean, regardless of what they're doing on the other side of the city, we've done the job we've had to do. We've not been focused on the hype that's connected with winning the league. We've kept our heads down and we've got to the 55. You know what I mean?
Well said, Amanda. Well said. Aye, it's been a great journey. It's sometimes it's not where you start, it's where you finish, yeah?
Aye, that's it.
You know,
anyway, I'm going to sign out and let you get more callers in. Okay. So have a good show, guys, and thanks again for everything you're doing in Rangers Radio. Okay.
Cheers.
Bye. Bye.
Why don't you give us a call on 0141 356 1972. It's your show. It's your platform. Let's hear from you.
Bridgeman, now you've had
Yes.
time to reflect, are you still thinking it's my greatest title ever?
Absolutely. No, this is the best ever in my memory. They're sitting at this stage of the year. So it's 7th of March we won it. 7th of March. It's incredible to say that when you're talking. It normally goes on to sometime in May. Unbelievable stuff. Just unbelievable stuff. What a superb run by Rangers, and easily well led by Mr. Gerrard, MBE. Soon to be, sir. There you are. Soon to be a sir. He'll get a night out for us. That's fair for sure. And I think we should make. I think we should make it happen.
I'll go along with that as well, Logstair. That's definitely our best title ever.
Because of the backstory, David.
It's where we've come from. We've stoked 10 in a row as well. And where we've come from, the third division, the second division, first division, championship 2 seasons, the rebuild, the hedge carry on, the bush carry on, as you know, the progress needed on. We can go on and on and on. It's our best. It's got to be our best title ever. And
Dave, can I just come in?
Gerrard's first of many.
Dave, can I just say to
yes?
You, it was the third division in the old SPL.
Right, yeah. Sorry, because it's the second division now. Yeah, it was the third.
Breaking news. The manager Aberdeen's left. There you go. We dodged that.
Left where?
There.
Oh, I knew that was going to happen. I said that the other week.
Exiting the building, yeah, dancer.
Yes.
Yeah.
You're that good.
What have they scored? 1 goal in 10 games or something?
1 goal in 9 games, aye.
Nine games then.
Entertaining football.
Is this going to be? Is the good news ever going to stop coming for us this year?
Yeah.
It's just fabulous.
Yeah, I know. We said we dodged a bullet with him, didn't we?
Maybe he's gone to that other team.
That's a good
one. Is it? No, but Oxdale, this is our best one. You must agree, it's the best one.
Oh, without a doubt, mate.
The sweetest one.
The backstory's a big thing. GB.
Aye, I mean, we spoke about the journey, Ox. Do you think the team and the managers? I mean, we've seen the videos, them in the dressing room after the St Mirren game. But do you think the team's honestly realised the achievement they've done? I mean, that's them. Technically, I think that's them reached legendary status now.
Of course.
For me, mate. I don't think they'll realise what they've done, because I don't think they've got a clue. I don't think they've got a clue how big Rangers are. Like yesterday for us, people. I know we're only amateurs and we did put this together. It's fun, and guys with Vancouver, guys from Australia are up going to the toilet at night. Every part of the UK, Toronto, Denver Bear phoning in, Steve Fioslo yesterday as well, just to show these people all over the world, and plus all over the UK, not just Scotland, hundreds and hundreds of Rangers supporters who would love to be together at different clubs, pubs and gathering points. And I don't think they've got a clue what it means to. I think McCoy said it today, what it means. There's millions of people all over the world who Stevie G will not realise what he's done. And I think that's putting it lightly, GB.
Yeah. Even
think
Walter Smith and... sorry, go on.
Go on, Dave. Let GB answer.
No, David, if you've got it in your mind, mate, on you go, say it.
No, I was just saying even Walter Smith, Richard Gough, legends of the club, guys like that, even they were in tears. That's how big it was.
Yeah, just a big shout out to Walter Smith. Big shout out to Walter.
Oh, aye.
Everybody's thinking about you, Walter Smith. On you go, GB.
I was just going to say, I think, Gerrard gets the club, but I think, once we get back into that stadium, hopefully, maybe the Scottish Cup, if that gives us a wee run, that we can get to the final of that. I hope at that point in time, that's when, with the amount of fans that can be in either Hampden or Ibrox, hopefully, that'll show the team and the club like how much that win for us is meant to us, because like Stephen Davis was talking about previous titles. He says each one that he's won will always have a really special place for him, but this one, like we've all been saying tonight, this kind of tops them all. It'll take something special to surpass this, I think.
Why?
Because I mean, like Helicopter Sunday and stuff like that, and the title that we won where we had to score more goals in the final day and stuff like that, against Dunfermline. I mean, for me, they were special ones, but yesterday, seeing that 0-0 draw and knowing that all the years getting slagged and all the rest of it, it all came to an end.
You're still going to get slagged, mate.
No, I know, but you know what I mean. Like all the Harry and all the just all the banter, all the stuff that you're basically saying you're never coming back, and then see that yesterday, see how we've came back and we've surpassed them. Aye.
Anyway, we've been joined by the one and only Bob Gerrard.
Oh, hello, Bob Gerrard.
How you doing, Dave?
All right, Bob Gerrard. All right, no bad, mate.
I got my geography wrong the last time I spoke to you all, pal. I said it's nice to hear a man from north of the Forth. You're south of the Forth, of course, in Edinburgh. Anyway, that point cleared up. I was getting along the road for me. I was along for the paper this morning, of course. I get along the road for me. His face was that long. His wife had to stand in the garden to shave him. So, never mind. What a weekend, guys. What a weekend. It just proves one thing. You cannot keep in check the emotions of a football fan, no matter who they are. And especially with the vast support that Rangers have got. I mean, I'm still in a state of euphoria, and I will be. And I agree with Ox and Bridge there, and yourself, of course. This is your greatest ever championship. It's got to be. It's got to be. So, absolutely fantastic. I couldn't run out of superlatives for this. And to hear Roy Keane yesterday, that just added a wee bit spice to it for me as well.
Yeah, that was brilliant too.
All soon as Scotland won right up that. I hope they give him the job, because he's real with me in that job. I know that I would take that job right now. But yeah, it's been fantastic, and it'll go on and on. Didn't forget this, as I said yesterday, Oxbridge. This isn't the end of anything. This is the start of something. We've gone on here. We've got a huge European time Thursday to really look forward to, and I'm really up for this on Thursday. The team's got to feel the same, and we played really well. I know we were playing St Mirren, but we played really, really good collective football at the weekend. The view for the bridge was the best I'd ever heard of the night, by the way. Absolutely brilliant. Well done, old pal.
Thank you.
So,
thank you. Can I just say...
It's compliments everywhere tonight.
Yeah. Can I just say, I've never known anything like it. This has got to be a Carlsberg weekend. And the news tonight that the Oxford just gave us makes it even better. The next one I want to go is the man that stood at his Kilmarnock says, "Bye-bye, Rangers. Bye-bye." And I just want to wave him bye-bye. That's what I want.
I don't know, Bridge, that one with the blue plaque that I've got in Blackpool Promenade, that was
That is as well, pal. That is as well.
I sat in a pub at a gig one night with my mate, and I was just sitting, the legs crossed at the break, and they were all banging a table going, "Huns are dead." I could hear them. I said to myself, I don't know we're not. I don't know we aren't they? And I've been proved right. We've all been singing that now anyway. I've been watching it all on social media, zombie parties, all that trash, all that nonsense. You're hanging on at your night, they painted her up. How they managed to make her uglier, I don't know. But, anything's possible, eh? She was another 20 pences with a knicker's job.
Yeah. See, another thing, Bob Gerrard, do you think that mob across the city would have come back for what we've come back for?
Yeah, I think they would have come back.
Would they have come back for what we've come back for? I don't think so.
That's hard to say, Dave. I mean, at the end of the day, let's be absolutely brutally honest, mate. They're a big club with a big support as well. That's not a compliment, it's just a fact. But I didn't care, mate. I mean, at the end of the day, they had their bad times and all. That's up to them. As the man says, it's all about the Rangers. And it's certainly all about the Rangers this weekend.
As Ali says, we don't do walking away.
We never did, pal. We never did. I come from, I tuned with one of the lower league clubs in it, and again, to see the volume of support that was watching East Stirling and Berwick Rangers and Annan Athletic was incredible. Was incredible. 50,000
I don't think they would have got their crowds in the third division.
They never got the crowds in the Premier League when we were away, mate.
They didn't. That's right, Hawks. They were European tie. They had to shut the top tier of the stadium.
Absolutely brilliant.
Listen, if you want a bit of entertainment, you want to see a professional Rangers radio. Just Does Tim's, mate. Comedy gold. Best podcast out there. Just Does Tim's.
Is that on YouTube?
Oh, give it a look, mate. Unbelievable.
I will do it.
Car crash telly.
Oh, mate.
Yeah.
Oh.
The Rangers come back. This is, I can say this, guys, and I never use bad language on my beloved Rangers radio, but it's come back to bite them on the ARSE big time, and it'll bite them even more. Well done, Stephen Gerrard. You're the best appointment this club's ever made in a long, long, long time. And I hope
the best thing soonest anyway. The best thing soonest anyway.
You've all seen the video of him coming up to Ibrox on his car, eh?
Yes.
Well, I thought Stephen Gerrard was in an absolute state of disbelief. He says, God knows how the fella must have felt to see the adulation for him. The adulation for him.
Imagine if there hadn't been a pandemic, what the crowd would have been.
Oh, dear. They'd been climbing up the top of the stands and everything. They would have been.
It would have been scenes of...
All right, boys.
It would have been the scenes of Liverpool.
No,
all right, boys. All right. Let's hear from you.
Why don't you give us a call on 0141 356 1972? It's your show. It's your platform. Let's hear from you.
Come and join us. These are your thoughts. Talk about Saturday's game. Talk about yesterday. If you weren't on, it'd be great to hear from people up, Bridgeman.
I'm here, buddy. I'm here.
What do you think?
Of the game yesterday?
No, it'd be great to hear from people.
Oh, absolutely. Please phone in. This is your station. Phone in. We're desperate to speak to you.
Yeah. GB?
Just, Ox, can I ask you? I know you were on the show and stuff like that, but how was your day? How did you celebrate it? Because you've got a family, Gers fans, and also how were they? What were their reaction like?
Oh, buzzing, mate! I think they battered the Castor stuff and it came out, mate.
Oh, right, okay.
The 55 stuff. Some of that disappeared. It was only me and the lad in the house, and when that game was on, he was watching it and I was watching it in different places, and just there was a few seconds behind it, and I was okay up until I looked at that telly with 40 seconds to go, and then I felt nervous. And then the whistle went, and I was just a wee bit mad, if I'm being honest, GB. And after that, I was pretty calm because we had to come on here and just to speak to other people, Southside, Travel Rock, Fox, Old School Blue, The Bridge, yourself, Port Bear, JFK, Linda, messages for all the people on the phone was red hot for people, mostly in the West End of Glasgow, speaking to a lot of them, family, friends. You recognise that it's the best ever. Now, a lot of the people would have been in contact if we would have won the league at any time, but I think everybody recognised, GB, that this is special. This is special because of the story behind it. It's only one of 55, mate, but the backstory behind it's bigger than ever, mate.
Aye. Did you see Mark Warburton was on talking about it and how he was happy for obviously Rangers and stuff like that? There didn't seem to be any bitterness for him. I think he was happy the journey had ended as well. You know what I mean? So it was good. It was good a good wee touch that they have contacted these people, because I think that says they deserve their place.
Hope nobody's contacted Pedro,
Oh God! Well, aye, that's how nobody's contacted him. He didn't do anything.
Even Pedro Caixinha contributed because he signed Morelos and Jack, didn't he? You know what I mean?
And he got us a couple of statements as well. You know, when the caravans go, the dogs dogs are barking or something. Brilliant.
Did you see we were getting congratulations for all these countries around the world as well? Brazil, Spain.
I think that's fabulous. The only place that isn't congratulating Rangers now is Scotland. You know that? Scotland.
It was great. It was great to see all the countries. Yeah.
Even the SPFL. What's his name? I can't remember his name.
Doncaster.
He already sent the congrat. And by the way, even Sturgeon congratulated Rangers and his our puppet, is their deputy. But I've never heard anything for the SFA. Never heard anything about the SFA. Never, nothing. So we'll see what happens when they talk to us.
I don't think it's a trophy, mate. That's how they don't get involved in it, mate.
No, and it's a club, isn't it? It's a Scottish club.
Yeah. Oxley, you're talking about the game yesterday. I seen the score at 12:25. It was 0-0. And I fell asleep. And I woke up at 5:52. I checked the score. I was like, full time 0-0. I was like, yeah, that's oh, dear. That was great.
Brilliant, mate.
Can I say something else?
Yes, mate. On you go, Bob.
Right. What I'd like to say is this: a note of caution. This has been great. It's been, you say, the best fight ever. But next year, that lot will we all know this, but that lot will galvanise, and we'll need to be ready. And I think Stevie G and the boys will all be ready for them. We'll be bigger, we'll be stronger, we'll be even more efficient, but and that's a frightening thought for them.
It's been confirmed on Sky Sports News. McInnes is away.
Wait a minute. We confirmed it first. You're not dealing with amateurs here, boy.
Aye, but it didn't come up on Sky Sports, so I thought you were at the wind-up, eh? I put it over to Sky Sports and there was nothing up.
Because it was on Sky Sports, it was true, and because it was on Rangers Radio, wasn't it true? Is that what
you've come out with it first, because Sky Sports have just come out with it now.
I obviously listen.
I was looking at it on Follow, and one of the boys says, a sliding doors moment. And the next one says he's away to the Terriers, just like Oxtear says.
It says he's gone to Celtic as director of football.
Please, yes, please.
You take Cosgrove and all that with him.
Right,
lucky
Dave,
he's gone.
Listen, Dave, you need to do us a favour, mate. You need to go back to sleep, let other people in. Right, on you go, Gaz.
I will do it. Listen, I'm away at 9 o'clock anyway. I'm going to go and pick up my daughter. So I've got 10 more minutes.
All right, mate. 10 more minutes. Can we have a note then, if you're leaving? Get a note for your mum.
Okay, we're just excited, Oxtear. We're just excited.
Nothing wrong with that, David. Nothing wrong with that. On you go, Gaz.
Ox, no, it was just on Bob Gerrard's point there about obviously next season and stuff like that. Bob Gerrard, I think Steven Gerrard and Ross Wilson are actually on that path already. I think they've got plans in place. I think they're going, in their eyes, they're chasing the Champions League. I think they want that.
We're chasing participation in the Champions League.
Yeah, aye. But you know, I think Gerrard will be saying to them, "Look, I need players to help me get there," kind of thing. So, it does prove though, with the team that we've built, it's not all about big expensive signings. You know what I mean? You can find the way they were set up is. I think if we continue on the same kind of setup, we will still be able to build great teams, but not having to bust the bank to do it.
Well, that's right. I mean, we didn't have 74 million quid for a striker. We know that. It's just there's a good backroom team at Ibrox, and it's proved it. But what it's done to it's took the club in the last 3 years. That's obvious. That's why that came along this weekend. That's why we're champions, as they say. And you know they've got ambition. If that's the word, they've got big ambition. There's a future, and it starts on Thursday, and we're going to go on. Oh, I firmly believe that we can be better than what we are. We've got to get better, and we will be better. That's a frightening thought for them all. Well, Rangers are back to stay. back to stay big time. As I've said in previous show, didn't ever let this happen again. That's twice we've staved off 10 in a row. As Ox says last week, they're different circumstances. But that's the way they would perceive it. And we've done it twice, and let's no day. Let them try and stave it off. That's my perception.
Can I come in there?
On you go, mate.
Aye. Gerrard's proved that you didn't need big money to build a good team. You didn't need to go and spend 10, 15 million pound on players. They know a good player when they see
That's
a player.
Nothing these days, Dave.
No, I'm not. I know that. I know it's nothing. But look at the players he's brought in. Kamara, Arfield. Yeah, Jack was brought in by Casinha, and Morelos for $1 million. And we could go on and on. Most of the players in that team were free. Davis, McGregor, and he'll get other gems for free as well. Make no mistake about that. He'll get other gems for free as well, and he'll keep on building. And you didn't need to spend millions, and we didn't need to risk like we did in the past. Risk, obviously, going into big debt and all that. And we'll have he'll make us stronger. Don't worry about that. We'll get stronger. Yes, they'll have to spend money here and there. Of course they will. But it won't be to put Rangers at risk. That'll never happen again.
You need a bit of luck, mate. You need a bit of luck. I mean, you might
exactly.
You sign 3 players and you think they're going to be all right. One hurts or does their hamstring, and one can't get fit for whatever reason. The other one doesn't quite cut it the first season. You need a bit of luck, you know.
See, another thing, Oxter. Now that they're not guaranteed Champions League, but obviously they should qualify for it, right? Do you know? I think a lot of them will want to stay. You know, like they're 1-year contracts. Morelos wants to go. We all know that. Do you know? I think a lot of them will sign new contracts on the strength of Champions League and possibly winning the league next year, 150th year as well.
Well, I've got a simple view, mate. If people want to go, let them go. If that's the way they want to go.
That's it.
You
but
know?
I can see Morelos changing his mind, maybe convince him give it another year, sign another year contract on top of what he's got 2 years to go into. So obviously you want 2 years left to get good money, eh?
When you see his family in one of the Rangers strips, mate, it makes you wonder. Anyway, get yourselves mute. We're going to have a tune.
We are the Rangers FC. We are the people, you better believe. We are together, we're doing the fancy all over the world. We had our troubles, but now they are gone. They tried to kill us, but the Bears we stood strong. We are together, doing the fancy all over the world. Lucia by Bronx, for lads are a dream. The follow, and God save the Queen. You'll hear us singing, doing the fancy all over the world. In Barcelona in 72, we beat the Russians by 3-2. Still celebrating, doing the fancy all over the world. Glasgow Rangers are back where we belong. Lucia Vibrox, and we're still going strong. We wear our colours, the red, white and blue. We wear them proudly like blue noses do. We are together doing the fancy all over the world. The pride of Scotland, but that's nothing new. The pride of Glasgow, and Glasgow is blue. We are together doing the fancy all over the world. To be a blue nose, it fills us with pride. We are united, we'll never divide. We are together doing the fancy all over the world. Doing the fancy all over the world. Doing the fancy all over the world.
why don't you give us a call on 0141 356 1972. It's your show, it's your platform. Let's hear from you.
I see there's a message for you on the MixLR.
I was just going to say there, Terry just sent something to us. That's my young nephew Martin. That's my young nephew Martin and his two sons. Fabulous, big Rangers people. Well done, son. Well done. Keep it going for the Rangers.
A Bridgeman strikes again. Right, okay. We've got to keep going and keep building for it. I think Dave's left us. He's got to pick his daughter up, he says. GB, the right, we can't stand still. You see what happens when you stand still. I think the thing about Gerrard, we've been joined by, I think it's Scott for Australia. How are we doing, Scott? Is it?
Yeah, mate, not bad. Yourself?
Aye, all right, good to hear from you, mate. Yeah?
Aye, buzzing. Mate, I woke up, I don't sit and watch the Celtic games. I woke up to a text from one of my mates actually in Manchester, just with 3 words, just like, come on the gels, and like, see, that way my heart just sank. Like, I instantly knew what he meant. Like, I knew they'd drop points, and that was it. So brilliant. I was walking the walk with a skip in my step, to say the least.
Where are you, Scott? Where are you based?
In Sydney, Australia.
Oh, brilliant, mate, brilliant. Aye, so what was your day yesterday? Just go to work as normal, but had a big smile on your face, did you?
Pretty much. I was sitting listening to one of the other Rangers radio stations most of the day and just kind of just listened to how everyone else is and kind of taking it in back home and the celebrations. And yeah, just what I would give to be in Glasgow right now. Like, amazing.
Yeah, maybe. I get where you're coming from. Where are you from originally, Scott?
Rutherglen.
Oh, Rutherglen, aye, okay, mate. I was bouncing yesterday. Bouncing, mate.
I can imagine. How's your head today?
Listen, now you've got this platform, mate, and you want to give a shout out to some of your folks back home? Well,
I'm not sure if they'll be listening, to be honest. But
you never know, mate. You never know.
I've not seen most of my family, and in fact, I've not seen any of my family in 3.5 years. So, I've been in Australia ever since. Bye. Obviously, I'll link them into the live stream later on, and
give them a shout out, mate. Give them a shout out if you want to mention them.
They'll know who they are, mate. There's too many. I come from a big Rangers family. I'm not.
All right, brilliant, mate. Brilliant, mate. What did yesterday mean to you, Scott?
Well, agreeing with everyone else, like I've grew up through 9 in a row, through Helicopter Sunday, and the 5-1 Dunfermline game. Like, it is just the greatest achievement in my lifetime, anyway. My girlfriend was around last night, and she's Kenyan, so she gets away with being a bit not understanding what this means. Which I was explaining to her. I was like, look, there's no point in me trying to explain this to you. Is that if you're not a Rangers fan, there's no words that I can say that will help you understand what this means. Like, she's like, oh, how long have you been a Rangers fan? I was like, before I was born. I was like, you don't become a Rangers fan. You're bred a Rangers fan. That's what it means to us.
Brilliant, mate. Well said, mate. Listen, great to hear from you. First time you phoned in Rangers Radio.
That is, mate, yeah.
Oh, great to hear from you. How did you find us, mate, in Australia?
Like I said, I listened to a couple of other Rangers radio stations and just kind of heard a few of the boys talking about this one on there, so thought I'd give it a listen. First time it popped up in my notifications. Still high on life right now, so not ready to stop listening to everyone celebrating.
It's absolutely fantastic to hear from you, Scott. Listen, thanks for the call, mate. We'll not keep you all the way in Oz, mate. And it was great to hear from you. I'd rather go and boy at heart.
Yeah, that's it.
All right, mate. Speak to you again, mate. Hopefully when we win the cup.
Aye. counting down the days.
Cheers, mate. Great to hear from you.
But yeah, thanks for having us. All the best.
No problem, mate. Cheers. What about that, Bridgeman? Great call.
Fantastic. Rugland boy.
Aye.
So whereabouts is he in Australia?
Sydney.
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 Brilliant. Right. So we're not far away for Aussie Ger as well. He's not far from Sydney. I
don't think he'd want to walk out from Sydney to where Aussie Ger is.
Where is Aussie?
I think he's a wee bit away from there, but
I wouldn't want to walk it either.
It's always foreign Australia, isn't it?
Yeah. Big place, by the way, big place. Even the shops are miles away from the houses.
No, just in Australia, they're not.
Oh, I tell you. And by the way,
I think Travel Rock's joined us. How we doing, Travel?
I'm good, aye. Out walking my dogs, trying to walk off this curry and non-breed hangover I've got. So sweating a bottle of champagne at me. So
the bottom line is, mate, I don't want to be rude or that live on air, but you're not getting any younger. That's the problem.
Hey, after that day yesterday, I felt about 20 years younger. It was brilliant.
Well, the camera never lies, mate.
Oh, get there.
Would you make him a Guinness?
Sorry?
Would you make him a Guinness saying that's another one Gerrard's seen after?
I missed this one. I've been on the go all day.
Sacked for Aberdeen there just about 20 minutes ago.
Oh, has he? All right, okay. Oh, we dodged a bullet there, didn't we?
Yeah.
Oh, brilliant. I have no sympathy for him anyway. He, for all he done a job for us as a player, he let himself down badly the way he behaved about the Rangers when we came. We went there, fair enough, it's worked out well for us. But somebody like that never knocks back the Rangers. Never.
No, you're right, mate. You're right, but it's a bit of luck in the big picture, GB.
Aye, mate. What it says that it's all about progression. Sorry, mate. I've lost my train of thought. I was too busy watching that Sky Sports.
It's all about we were lucky and we ended up with Stevie G.
Aye. And like everybody said that Stevie G was going to, because it was his first managerial job, it was a big risk. But I think Dave King and stuff like that have actually sat down and looked at Steven Gerrard as the player, what values does he have, stuff like that. Now you hear about Steven Gerrard saying he's only got to bring in players that have got the right values or Rangers minding, stuff like that. I think the board at the time must have looked at Steven Gerrard and looked for the same values that Rangers had, and everything just kind of, every box probably just ticked. And I always thought when we got him, I wasn't nervous at all because I knew with this guy being a Liverpool captain and an England captain, you don't get to that stage not being able to handle pressure. So I think it's always been a perfect fit, and I think where Gerrard probably wanted for the board initially was basically just to make sure that he was getting the batting, and we've gave him the batting, and look what he's done. Now, if we continue to give him the batting, I will hear that Champions League music again, Ox. I really do. I think we'll be sitting at Ibrox watching all these brilliant teams come, and we'll get the best shot we can. And I think, as Stuart said as well, the trophies will just keep coming now. Once we get that first one, the rest of them will just keep coming.
I wonder how many managers that is that's run away since Gerrard came in. Must be quite a few. It must be quite a few. Yeah, better read the record on them.
We've been joined by young Darren. Good evening, Darren.
Good evening, Bridgeman. Good evening, all the other ones that are on.
Hi, Darren.
Hi, Darren.
Hello, Darren.
The blood pressure's all come down now.
Yeah, mate. Yep.
Listen, Darren. Some of them on here, the blood pressure never comes down.
A few points. First point, it's just that I can't wait for the day that Steven Gerrard and all the team hold that cup above their head. It's just going to be so emotional again, and I think obviously the running when we go in Europe, I think we'll get a good run. I'm really up for this Europa League. See how far we can go in this. I'm really looking forward to it. We'll see what the guys think in that one.
It's a tricky tie, mate. It's a 50-50 tie for me. But if we play, but if we get our A game on, we win. GB then Bridge.
Ox. I think as the manager said that Roof might be back this week as well.
Pardon?
I think who? Sorry.
Roof.
Roof. Aye. Sorry. Roof. Aye.
Roof back. I thought you said roof.
Aye.
Rack.
Roof back. Roof rack. No, Roof back. No, I think Roof might be back this week as well. Makes us stronger. I definitely think on the European stage, Roof has been brilliant for us. Would I change the team too much for this game coming up? Probably no, because it seems to be that all our front three are hitting form just at the right time for us. I think the team will be really hungry now that they've won the title, and they'll be wanting, that will be the next target for them. They'll be wanting to go as far as possible in it. So I think we go there, we get our all, and like you says, if we play to our ability, then we'll definitely come away with a result.
Aye, but we need to win our game. Bridgeman?
I think we've been saying this for quite a wee while now. If we turn up and play our game, similar to what we did with St Mirren, nobody will touch us. Nobody should be able to touch us anyway, because we're a fantastic side, and we're proving it every other week. We're proving it. They're just brilliant. They really are. They're a great team, and if we turn up, we play our game, we're not going to lose. We'll win every game. Every game we turn up. I'm just desperate for Thursday to come along. Just desperate. After tonight, we park all that stuff about we're worthy champions, and now we start concentrating on the biggie. I got a spare fortnight away from Scottish football, a spare week and a half away from Scottish football, and my goodness gracious, I hope we do that. I really do. We've got 2 games to play, big European games. Get through that. Heavens above. I don't want to think too far forward. 2 games is too far for me. No, seriously, this is just wonderful. The feelings we're getting is just great. They're just great.
I think it's important. I hope we get through. I think we've got a right good chance. Bob, Jeff?
I would absolutely agree with that. I was just going to say there, the New Yorks, before I sign off with the Dogs, obviously. Yeah, I mean, you look at your track record in Europe over this past couple of seasons, or the past 3 seasons, in fact, with Steve Gerrard walked in the door. That's phenomenal. That's brilliant. And I'm not overstating that. It's really phenomenal. Brilliant. We beat some top quality sides. Teams that were Champions League regulars. We've managed to overcome them. Slavia Prague didn't quite come in on. I'm not underestimating them, never ever. It's going to be tough. We know that, but it's going to be tough for them as well. And I really stick my neck out and think that Rangers can go past it. I've thought that since the draw, and I think Rangers can go past it. And I'll be quite disappointed if they don't. And that's not putting a ton weight on anybody. Anyway, I'm going to say good night, guys. What a weekend. Absolutely fabulous. Enjoy the rest of the show, and I'll hear for you all later, eh?
Well said, Bob, Jeff. Good night.
Cheers, Bob, Jeff. Look after the dogs, Bob, Jeff.
Guys.
Look after the dogs.
Cheers, Bob.
Hey, the dogs will look after me. I met a bunch of kids earlier on, by the way, that were putting Stevie J faces and Union Jacks everywhere. They says, we're putting them round the tune. I says, son, you need to walk the length of the world to put them out. I says, because this is a worldwide thing. It's touched every corner. It's been proved tonight with a fella pouring for Sydney in Australia. The Philippines, oh God, the magnitude of the Rangers support is absolutely incredible. Because you know
Bob,
why?
You're saying that, Bob, and there's so much jealousy. 10 seconds away from them. It's unbelievable.
And it's the right it's the right colour, the jealousy.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right, the wrong colour, whatever way you look at it. Thanks again, guys.
All the best, Bob, Jeff.
All the best, boys. Bye-bye now.
Cheers, Bob.
I think it's. I mean, Darren. I mean, once we get, if we can get by this round, we're into quarter-finals. You never know where this is going to take you, mate. You know, in Europe.
It's phenomenal. Just the way obviously Gerrard's obviously done what he's done with the full team. Obviously 55's here, and it's just I just want to see where this journey takes us. Really desperate, as Bridgman says, for Thursday. Obviously, no writing them off. Obviously, but we play our A game. We go out, beat them, we get a result, and we take it back to Ibrox. And there's teams now saying that we don't want Rangers. It's good. It's a good place to be. Mr. Gerrard has done that.
I'm looking forward to the game on Thursday. Obviously, it'll be nerve-wracking because it's a real European tie again, Dash.
Yep.
Your knockout stages. I read an interesting stat today, GB. You want to hear it?
Yep, on you go, man.
In the latest coefficients, we're 21st in Europe, mate. We've had a lot of good sides. And the next best team in Scotland is 77th.
No way. I thought we were even still higher than that. That's amazing. I can't believe we're dropped down so far with that. Has that just been recently updated then?
That's this year. I checked it before I come on. Yeah, this year, 21st we are. Yeah.
Going to say that again, Oxter.
This year's forum in Europe, in the coefficients, just this year, they've got us based 21st.
21st in Europe? Wow!
Were we not away up at 135 or something like that at one point?
We were miles away, but that's this year. So obviously,
unbelievable, by the way. Oh, I'm so proud of that. So proud of that.
Obviously, if we could get a result in the next 10 days or so, Bridger, yeah, but it's going to take us even higher.
Oxus, there's not something that if we do keep progressing that we will get we don't have to qualify for the Champions League or something?
Depending on next year, yeah.
Next year,
the Scottish Champions go straight. There is, and don't ask me to explain it, mate. I believe there's a set of circumstances that could get us in this year. But first and foremost, we have to get quite deep into the competition.
Mm-hmm. So, see, on this year's Ox, right, now we're talking about the undefeated run and stuff like that, and now that the Scottish clubs came back, would you be bored about the undefeated thing now, or would you just like us to focus on the European and trying to get the Scottish Cup? Would you be bothered about what happens in the league now?
Oh, that's a good question, mate. I think as the game starts, obviously we've got to play them again. We've got to play them twice, and you'll never want to get beat to them, yeah?
Yeah.
So let's just say for the worst case scenario, we drew both games, yeah? Then you're left with 4 other games, aren't you? Against, looks like Aberdeen, Hibs, Livingston and say St Mirren. Well, you would fancy us not to get beaten all the games, wouldn't you? We might not win them all, but you would fancy us not to get beaten. There you go, bang, undefeated.
Mm-hmm. Especially with our kind of guys that are probably itching to get a game. I think, like say, Atton, Defoe, we're just talking about Greg Stewart, maybe Scott. Was it Scott? Right? Aye. Him getting a chance as well. So all these players could probably fill in the league side, and then we can keep our, not saying our better players, but the boys that are on form for the kind of bigger games. You know what I mean? Saying that, how could you leave? Alfredo will be wanting Celtic. You know what I mean?
It took Scott Wright 36 days to get a league winners medal. It took last time Aberdeen won the league, it was 36 years ago.
Oh, the fall from grace.
That's really well said there, Oxter. That's really well said. And it's just amazing. I'm so happy. See, when you told me that, I'm just so happy.
I just throw them out there just for you, Bridgman.
Oh, no, seriously.
Listen, we have been joined by Rangers Radio Loyalty. Please stand up. Salute the man as he enters the building. We have been joined by the one and only George from the UK.
Oh, yes!
Hey, welcome, George.
Good evening, gentlemen. How are you today? You all right?
How are you, George? You sound rough.
I don't know if your voice is the best for radio, George.
Yeah. I'll get wee by the way. it's the smoke bombs that they want in the school bride, you know what I'm talking about. You know what I mean? I've got asthma, you know what I mean, in these smoke bombs, man.
How you doing?
Everybody else's mask is off and all. I even seen one in the rotten with his mask off, you know, Putin.
I'll come back to you, George, when we join by a new caller. Evening, caller.
Hi, how you doing?
How you doing, mate? What's your name?
My name's Kenny. I'm from North Ayrshire.
All right, Kenny. Nice to talk to you.
It's just to make a couple of points about yesterday being very, very emotional. I mean, I've been following Rangers for a long time, and just yesterday I just broke down. Every 5 minutes I just broke down. I met my wife in 1977, and I took her to the John Gregg testimonial.
Oh, you're all romantic. You're all romantic, yeah.
I know. So anyway, she didn't like it. She went like, no. Didn't like the football and all that, but she knew that was what I was into. So I brought up a son, and I brought up a grandson who sits next to me in the main stand at Ibrox.
Right, okay.
He's 12, not 13. Loves it. Loves the game. But see, yesterday I didn't watch the Celtic game. My grandson phoned me and he said, "Papa, put the telly on." So the two of us watched it, and the final whistle blew. The two of us just went mental. And but I was just saying, my wife she doesn't support Rangers, didn't, but she knew how much it meant to me. She helped me put Bunting up. She helped me put Union Jacks up out the back green, and had a great afternoon, brilliant afternoon. She opened a bottle of champagne and shared the day with me, and she knew how much it meant to me. No, bring up again. Know what I mean?
Listen, mate, if you don't, what's your wife's name? Let's get a shout out.
Oh, it's Valerie.
What's her name?
She'll not be listening. It's Valerie.
Valerie, right. Big shout out to Valerie for helping you, Kenny. Brilliant, mate.
Aye. But what a day yesterday. Just what a day. I mean, it's just fantastic. And to share it with people that you love, people that have been with you right through all this carry on, all this excuse language, all this shit we've been through for the past 10 years, and just to nail it in style. Just brilliant. So happy. So proud to be a Blue Nose.
Well said, Kenny. Well said. Listen, we'll be the first to know run away from it, mate. I was talking to a few guys today, and they were saying it was actually quite funny. It wasn't. You weren't deliriously happy because you'd mixed emotions. Some anger because of the way the club have been treated.
Why?
You know, and then you had the joy, and then obviously people talking about families and friends and all that. Obviously, that was going to be emotional for them, you know. So you had that mixture in there, but you weren't alone, Kenny. A lot of people were feeling similar.
I watched that the news slot tonight in STV News. I thought it was actually pretty good what they'd done. Again, I nearly broke down just watching it because they'd done a wee segment at the end of it. And it was like the journey through the 10 years, and then when we actually clinched it, and I thought it was really good. I thought STV done well tonight. I really did.
I never seen it, mate. But listen, the journey.
We'll have a look at it.
We can't run away from it. It's part of our history. We don't sweep our history under the carpet. We deal with it, mate. Yeah.
Yeah, I understand that. Yep, definitely. Right. But it's not finished, as Stevie G said, and we'll no buy it. It's just going to get better, hopefully.
And just how long have you been listening to Rangers Radio for, Kenny?
I've been listening to you for a long time, for a few years anyway, you know. But this is the first time I've called you up. You know, I'm a wee bit shy that way, but I just thought I'd call a night just because emotions are running really high, and it was unexpected for Ham just with my missus. You know what I mean? She just felt like she knew how much it meant to me, and she helped me, and she did not Union Jacks up the washing. And it was a brilliant day. Just myself, you know what I mean? I'd love to have been at Ibrox, or I'd love to have been in George Square, but I knew that it wasn't the right thing to do. So I just had a wee party to myself. A few beers, bottle of champagne. Champions. Brilliant.
Well said, Kenny. Well said, mate.
Brilliant.
All right, mate. I'll let you go on with the rest of the show, okay? And did a great job. listen to his mates nights, you know what I mean? And I really enjoy it. True Blue Noses. Brilliant. Keep it going, Kenny. Keep it going, Kenny. Yep, I will. I'll do it. Aye, yep. Cheers,
brilliant call, Kenny. Cheers.
Yeah. What a nice guy. What a nice guy. Not that you're not a nice guy, George. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I never even... Yesterday was euphoric, man. Let's be honest about it, man. I mean, I'm the same. I don't watch any of their whatever we call it, they play. You know what I'm talking about? But I just heard all the rockets going off, man. You know what I mean? And that was just the rat catcher running back to the gas. You know what I'm talking about? But you know what I mean? But end up, man, it was just brilliant, by the way. You know what I mean? And honestly, it's been. I end up popping a bottle of that champagne. See that champagne? Honestly, man, it's no worth the money. You know, we pop the cork, and you're lucky you get a third there. I mean, you're like, where's the rest of the jammers? Boy, Shannon, stick it. End up, man, I had a brilliant day. Absolutely brilliant, man. Did you see Stevie G in the dressing room diving along the player?
Oh, no, George.
Oh, what a buzz, man. What a buzz, man. Oh, I'm so happy, man. So happy. Second, I mean, by the way, man, do you know, and East Kilbride, by the way, I couldn't even see for all the smoke. I was tripping on everything, you know what I mean? I must have fell on the benches about 3 times.
George, you can keep your voice in tune, pal.
All right, man.
Excellent, pal. Excellent over there.
For the teddy bear.
Keep it going there. We need it. We need all the support we can get.
We need it, mate. We need it. And let's. And by the way, we've got the rat catchers twice, by the way, man. We want to hug them. We want to hug them.
The rat catchers. Brilliant, the rat catchers.
George, it's GB.
What's that, mate?
George, do you think, see now you're talking about Gerrard sliding across the flares, see the way that dressing room was? That reminded me of 9 in a row times. That told me that back.
You're right, by the way.
That's a right proper team there in that dressing room. You can tell they're all together and they're all happy for each other.
Mate. Pure unity. We're all together. That's the team that's all together. And
because that's what we've been doing.
I am.
We'd be in there, we'd be sliding along the flare and all. We'd be in there, pure the champagne and going for it like bowling balls.
I know. Did you see the pictures of that? Baldy?
Who, sorry?
Baldy Brun.
No, don't worry about him, George. Right, we're going to let you go because your voice is that croaky, nobody can hear you.
What? All right, it's a bit rough. You know what I mean? I done a power of singing, mate. You know what I mean? Power. And I was meant to go to hospital this morning for an appointment, man. I couldn't end up, man. I just phoned in and said I wasn't well.
You phoned the hospital sick, yes, I knew one.
Well done, George.
Don't come up here then.
Hi, Jim. What's up? Phone me back.
Wait a minute. We've been joined by Jim from Paisley.
When you've finished your message, just hang up. Or to hear more options, press.
Oh, he'll be right back with us. Oh, that was brilliant.
What's that, Mucker?
Only you, mate. Phone the hospital ill.
I know what he said. Well, don't come up.
No, he should have said, George. George used to say, I put out a shepherd's pie and I couldn't smell or taste it.
Oh, here, by the way, man. Oh, Jesus, man. That was the worst ever, that. Worst ever. Worst ever. The couch was only a wee bit, man, compared to that. Misery.
Right, we'll let you go, brother. You get your whistle wetted. Get your voice back.
The show. All the best. Come on, the teddy bear.
Go on yourself, George.
What a man. GB.
Oh, George, man, you always stay light up the show, buddy. That's what. Box, this is what it's all about. This the Rangers Radio. It's showing the passion, getting the fans having a platform to tell us how their journey's been. Is Darren still on the call?
Aye, certainly.
Yeah, I'm still here, mate. Yeah.
I mean, Darren, how's your journey been? How you felt about it all, and what were you up to yesterday?
I was obviously. It was funny because I was out yesterday. Obviously, with the missus, I was on the bus. I was watching. I don't watch Celtic games, but I knew if they dropped points, we were basically champions. And obviously, I cheered when the final whistle went. And there was a Celtic fan at the back of the bus. I went, "Oh, brilliant! Couldn't have planned that any better." And then I get after the bus, and I was walking up obviously the city centre, and the missus like, "Shut up! You're going to get yourself in jail." And obviously there was hundreds of them. Do you know what I mean? But you just knew. And there was a guy walked by and he went, "Oh, is that you, champions?" And his face just went down. I went, "Well, he's obviously a terrier then, isn't he?" But it was brilliant. Again, because obviously I'm only 28, you know, I've not seen it obviously when it was really bad. Obviously, Bridgeman yourselves and, you know, been there through the 9 in a row, whatever. You know, I've obviously, this is obviously a big one.
I think you'll find that Gary's only a wee bit older than you, Darren.
Aye, but you know, I'm just meaning obviously when he goes on about the journey, you know what I mean? I've not really been, you know, I'm just obviously it's so fairly hang me to me, but this is a biggie. Do you know what I mean? And then obviously coming on at 8 o'clock every night, obviously Rangers Radio, you know, just Rangers Radio Day, a fair lot for people, you know, and it's just a really good show. You know, I'm really glad I found it and phoned in the first couple of times, and you know, regular caller now, you know. Because Bridgeman and everybody else takes time out of their family lives to obviously come on and accommodate the show, and if they need to speak about it, and then they call in obviously privately, you know. And I think it's just brilliant with the day, and with the offer, you know.
We've been joined by Jim from Paisley. How are we doing, Jim?
Howdy, Hawks. How's all doing?
Mate, how are you?
How you doing, Jim? You okay?
Brand new.
Well done, pal. Well done.
Cloud 9. Listen, just hit me the day. You know, I had to go to work last night, and I came in this morning, watched a wee bit on YouTube. I must admit, I had a wee tear in my eye this morning again. It just hit me this morning. It's what we did over the weekend there, guys. It's I'll tell you what I've had a thought. I don't want you falling off your seats here. I get 1 or 2 a month, right? And what would suggest that Stevie G might have to change his speech in the dressing rooms at Auchenhowie in the morning. Yeah. He's probably spent the last 2 years ramming that into these two guys, that team. He's a 1-0. He's a 1-0. We're playing in Wednesday, we're playing Thursday. What do we say this morning?
He's one mayor. Listen, I've been joined by Chris. Evening, Chris.
How we doing, boys? All right? Everybody sobered up a bit?
Well, indeed, Chris. What about you?
What about you?
Listen, I had to go to work this morning and on and off. I've never sweated so much in all my life walking up to Central Station to my work. But it was what a day. Went into work. I was the first one in, sat down, and we'll see that there's a group of the other persuasion, a lot of them at my work. So I sat there quiet, and honest to God, I've never seen folk more interested in the walls in my work in my entire life. They were all walking in to do anything but look at me. So I was in an hour, and my mate, my big mate, walks in, and he goes, "Hello!" And as quick as a flash, I shout hello back. Well, the place erupted. It was absolute pandemonium. You can't say that. You're not like that. It's like periodism and all the rest of it. It was just a case of, I was just saying hello to my pal there. But it was absolutely brilliant. Not one of them could come across the day and say, "Congratulations, well done in your team and winning and all the rest of it." It was just absolutely brilliant. But the thing is, I spoke to you yesterday, and I remember I was saying sort of about, you might not remember because you were fairly well gone, probably as bad as I was. And I was talking about how this was really good for the young ones to see this. And there was a picture in one of the papers, I saw it on Twitter or whatever the day. And there was a boy standing outside Ibrox, chucking his wee lassie up in the air, which probably sounds wrong.
I've seen it. Right outside the main door, aye.
That's it right there. That's what we are. That's who we are. And that just does it. I'm going to start again. But it was just see that photo of that encapsulates everything. Despite what the media is saying about us and all the rest of it, that does it. That's the image right there. That wee lassie's with her daddy, and he's, you know, showing her what it is to be a Rangers fan, you know what I mean? And that's who we are. And just absolutely brilliant. Loved it. What a day. What an absolute weekend. I'm going to start tweeting again.
He's done their duty in the Christmas card bridge.
Listen, I'm not going to stop. It's just every time I go to YouTube or whatever, or whatever, you look at the pictures and you see the videos, and you see the gaffer, you see the players, it just gets you every time. We waited so long for this, and finally we're back where we belong. Anyway,
let Bridgeman take that, and then we'll go to JB with it. Bridgeman.
Oh, dear me.
Oh boy.
How you doing, my man?
Bridgeman.
Hi, pal. Sorry. I'm here.
He's watching that Sky News again.
I know he is.
No, I'm not watching the Sky News. I'm sitting talking to you.
That's the third time. Well, you take the post question then.
I missed the question. I do apologise.
No, that was the last question.
GB, in you come. GB.
Oh, sorry, I was on mute there. I'm just doing a bridge one. The question. I've lost the question or not.
Chris's point, yeah.
No, just a point. You know, that picture that was in the back of one of the papers the day with the Rangers fan throwing his daughter up there outside Ibrox. That sums it up. And this for me, it's for the folk that have never seen it, the boys and the girls, the Waynes that have never seen their team win. You know, because they're too young to remember the last time.
I will say that you're right, mate. That's the future of the club. GB.
I've got a wee lassie. I went and got big 55 balloons for the house, and the Wayne came in and was like, the Wayne's going like, Daddy, what's that for? Is it somebody's birthday? I says, no. I says, Rangers have won the league, and she's like, oh, like even she's getting into it and stuff like that. So again, it's another wee generation thing, and she's seen everybody. See, to be honest, it's been a great thing for her because there is a wee bit of doom and gloom with the whole COVID thing for her age and stuff like that, and they can't do too much. And you see all the fireworks going off yesterday and all the smoke bombs and stuff like that. It was a wee bit of excitement for her, and it was like a wee birthday party for her because what we had in the house and stuff like that. So all these things are all going to be great memories for her, and as we said before, it's going to be one of the greatest title wins. So for her to remember that, hopefully in years to come, it'll make me a happy man. Because it's for me. I go out to work hard for the family and stuff like that, and I love my Rangers. So anything I can pass on and see their faces happy, that's where I'm at.
It's a generational thing as well. It's like, you know, my granddad, my dad. You know, I was first at Ibrox and was 3-year-old, and I still remember that. You know, folks say, "No, you can't possibly," but I remember that, and I remember that electric feeling. You know, in the terraces, standing up there in the bar, my father holding on to me for dear life, and it was just electric. And, you know, being there, seen it all. We've been up, we've been down, we've been up again, been down to the lowest point I've ever seen, and then here we are, we're back. And, you know, that's something for folk to see. And there's a whole generation that's just getting in line with this. And we saw that for the photos for the town last night, whether they were right or wrong. So young folk enjoying it, partying. They've never seen it, and it was just brilliant for me. I just thought it was superb.
Listen, mate, you're right to be emotional, mate. It's a special day. It's a special club for special people.
Oh, it was brilliant, mate. Honestly.
Listen, you go and get yourself ready. Enjoy your work tomorrow. Just don't you be afraid to shout hello to your mate. Nothing wrong with that.
Oh, don't you worry about that. And can I just say that a big shout out to Ian Grieve? There's a boy that we know for the chat on YouTube and stuff like that. He's a wee bit of a hard time. He's been diagnosed with dementia. And just a big shout out to Ian because he's a super lad, and we're all looking out for him. You know, he'll probably forget us in the morning.
Ian phoned in last night, Chris.
Aye, I heard them.
Aye, what a call, mate. You know, what a call.
We keep making the joke. He'll probably forget, so we just keep giving him a shout out. So there we go. There's for big Ian.
Ian Grieve. Is that his surname, Grieve? Is it?
Aye, Grieve. Aye.
Oh, mate, what a call! What a man up the sleeve. I loved his call, mate. All the best for everybody, Ian.
Hey, boys, you take care. We are the people.
Cheers, Chris. Cheers, mate.
Bye.
Yeah, we've been joined by Alex. Evening, Alex.
Good evening, Alex. Good evening, Bidge. Good evening, everybody.
How we doing, mate?
I'm doing fine. I'm still on cloud nine. Brilliant. I tell you, I was just thinking today, though.
Alex, do me a favour, mate. Just hold that thought. We've been down by Denver there quickly. You know how long he takes. Denver. Come on, Denver. No, on you go, Alex. The floor's yours.
I was just thinking. I've just realised why we get rid of Carlos Pena, because they had a motor there for dialer booze. They needed a lorry with Pena if he was still there.
Oh, brilliant. Brilliant, Alec. Brilliant.
See,
Is that
see,
you
honest.
Listen, I was going, I would quit while I was ahead.
So some of the scenes are brilliant. See, coming out of the training centre and that, and their interaction with the supporters as they're dancing away, it's absolutely brilliant. The connection that they're getting. I tell you, they're really beginning to get our club now. All the foreigners that they're brought in, because they've not played in front of us. You know, obviously the guys that have been there a while, they'll kind of educate them if you want. But it's just great to see everybody at Rangers celebrating the victory the way they're doing. But to touch on Gary's GB's point earlier, Ox, as well, he mentioned about Champions League qualification. I think we've already proved that we're good enough in Europe to qualify with Champions League. I know he's going to improve the team, but you think about it, Midtjylland were a Champions League team this year. Porto are a Seed 1 team.
I know, it's unbelievable, isn't it, mate?
Galatasaray, Benfica, Villarreal.
I think Denver's with us now. Alec, I'll come right back to you. Denver.
Yeah, carry on.
Come off a mute, mate. You're on mute. Come on, Denver. Come on, Denver. Press that button.
All right, guys. How we doing?
All right, Denver boy. Floor's yours.
Aye, when you were asking me to come in earlier on, it was still ringing out there, Ox. So
that's all right.
Anyway,
go on then. The floor's yours.
All right. So first of all, how good was it to hear Boswell yesterday? How good was that, man?
Brilliant.
Oh, fantastic. I miss all Boswell. You know, when he would always rip it into the Scottish press and all that. I loved that. I loved how he gave them such a hard time. It was great to hear him again. So, aye, great to hear him. And so I was watching a couple of videos last night, and I wanted.
That's what you usually do. Is that what you usually do on a Sunday night, Denver?
Well, you know, once you get to a certain age, Ox, you know that's the best you can do is videos and that. Anyway, I was going to say a shout out to three guys who don't get much of praise on the Rangers team. And Brandon Barker, he scored a couple of vital goals for us. Jordan Jones scored a vital goal at Motherwell. And Big Itten as well, he scored a few good goals as well for us. So just a quick shout out to them, you know.
They've all played their part this season, mate. Whether we like it or not, your thoughts on. They've all played their part.
Aye, they were not the greatest players, but you know what? They've all played their part, and they all deserve a tip of the hat, Ox, you know.
Brandon Barker, mate, whether you like it or not, he's played against Celtic twice this season, once as a sub, and he's won twice, mate.
Aye, exactly. Aye, so I just have you shout out to them, you know. And so yesterday you were talking about no opening the champagne at 10 o'clock. So I laid off it till 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And I drank one, and then I opened another one. And then I went on to single malt scotch for Colorado. And so later on in the night, I decided I was going to open the gun safe and shoot a few rounds up in the sky. And my missus came into the room and said, "Get to your bed, you bam." So,
she's a wise woman, Mrs. Denver.
Aye. Do you know what?
She knows
guns
you.
And,
so she knows you then,
guns
Denver.
I know guns and alcohol, they don't really mix too well, do they?
Go yourself, Denver.
Aye, but it was an exceptional day, though. Your show was yesterday was just fantastic, Fatty Bridge, man, couldn't last the pace right enough.
Ah, well, I had to bump his gear twice. He left early, mate. I covered him, mate. You know what it's like for the old double time, Denver. I bumped his gear twice.
Right, aye. That's it. Anyway, guys, I'm going to let you go. I've got work to do. Some of you have got to keep the wheels of USA industry turning, so I wish you all the best.
Well said, Denver. Well said.
Take care, guys. All the best. Bye.
Keep it going, Denver.
On you go, Alec.
Aye, good goal. I forgot to mention that, actually. That was a brilliant show he's put on yesterday. Very remiss of me.
It was mate. It was the people.
Aye. Some of the calls were brilliant. And my pal Andy for Leeds, he's no well. He's been telling me a lot about your character, Boswell. He's been raving about him, and he was desperate for him to come back on. So it was great to hear his wise words. I'm hoping he comes on again in the future for us. But I tell you, I'm watching that Chelsea game earlier there, Ox. I'm just thinking, age of Steve Davis.
36.
Yeah.
Hello.
There's a guy in Chelsea played with us, Billy Gilmore, not even in their squad. Could he be a potential to go and get him on loan?
Oh, I don't know, mate. That's a good thought, mate. I think what I've got across you is worth thinking about. I think we've been joined by a caller. Evening, caller.
Hello, guys. How you doing? Hang on a wee
Right,
second. Comes up a wee bit. Aye, hang on. Hello.
How we doing, Ian? What's on your mind?
Aye, all right, guys. I just phoning in. I've not phoned in for a wee while, so just thought I'd use a wee buzz.
Aye. What's on your mind, brother? What's on your mind?
Well, just like the rest is, absolutely delighted with the result, but to me it's still no sank in yet. See, in a couple of weeks' time when we hammer them at the piggery, then I think it might sink in a wee bit better there. But as well, I think we should go out all out in Europe now. We've got nothing to lose in the league, so...
I don't think you're alone in that thought. I think Gerrard will keep us motivated. He'll want history. I think he appreciates history. Alex,
yep.
Alex, I think Gerrard will he'll have a go this week. Then obviously he's got a few days to the Celtic game. Then we'll get a week without a game in Europe. So the league will start disappearing slowly, mate, won't it?
Absolutely.
He's already making targets with his post-match. As soon as that 90 minutes, the final whistle, he's already making targets. The season's not over yet. There's loads more targets to hit this year. He's just brought a big club mentality back to your club. It's all about standards with Gerrard. You can't let the standards drop. And see, when the season does finish, I heard McCoyston talk sport today. The last words that Souness and Smith would say before the break for holiday, hey boys, we do it all again next year. Don't let the standards drop. And that's what your club's all about.
Here. Well said. GB?
I can only echo what Alex is saying there. Just the whole... I seen an interview with Gerrard early weekend, and he said when he arrived to the club, he came with his own standards. So he's obviously came into the club and had a look about and seen that there wasn't the standards there that he accepted. And he's obviously brought in people that... I think he's even said at the time that he's had agreements with the team where there's non-negotiables, basically. So when a guy's like that's putting these things into place, like Ox was saying at the start of the show, you're going to end up running through walls for the guy. He's just, like you say, he's brought this mentality back to the club where second's no good enough. First is everything, you know what I mean? So... all I can hope for is that next season it'll be hard because of this coming out of a pandemic, but he gets a wee bit more bang and we can push on to qualify for the Champions League, and then we can push on for more trophies, because this guy does want more trophies in his cabinet.
No, right. Jump for Paisley.
I was just wondering, sure. Let's look forward to this time next year. I wonder how many of the players this first team we've got just now will be playing this on a team this time next year. If we're going to move forward, he's going to change things, isn't he, big time?
I don't think there'll be massive changes, Jim. I think you might have 3 or 4 guys that are first team players coming, max. You know.
Yeah.
I think.
Well, who knows? I don't know. I'm just wondering.
Fox has said there'll only be Tav left, but he's biased.
Sorry. You were going to do it, man. I'm just wondering this time last year, Oxshire, or a year ago, or 12, 14 months ago, some of the players that's playing this has done us proud this season. I think they all get their character now and again after us when we're on this show. You know, we're centre backs and like Tav might have got his character now and again. And but you've got to give the gaffer his due. He saw a player. He saw something that I certainly didn't see in some of these players. And he's worked with them. And it's what a trick, isn't it?
Yeah, and you come, guys.
No, Jim, you 2 great minds think alike. That's what I was just about to say about Tavernier there.
Full seldom differ.
No, I mean Tavernier, like the stick that he's had to take for his time being at Rangers, for us and for the other side, for him to hold his nerve and get to the point where he is left his 55 for us. That man now, for me, goes into the Hall of Fame. I mean, and even Connor Golson at a certain point, there was a time where I was finished with him. I just couldn't see him being our central defender. But maybe I was jumping the gun with him because maybe it was the team was needing still strengthened at that point, and now that the team this season has been strengthened, it's allowed Connor Golson to do what he needs to do. And I mean, what I say is between him and Tav, what a turnaround. The two of them now could go and play for any big club.
Yeah, Gary, remember the days we used to talk about land and catches? Let's move Golson out the way altogether.
Aye, yep, 100%.
Here. And you come in before we wrap it up, brah.
I remember always slating Tav and Goldson, but Gerrard's brought the best out of them, I think. Same with Hollander as well.
By the way, 28 games Hollander's playing for us in the league. He's never been on the losing side.
That's correct. Know what I mean?
Incredible.
Yeah.
Keep it going.
Anyway, we've reached that time of the evening. Mr. Bridge.
Well, what can I say? Been a marvellous night again. Once again, a fantastic evening and marvellous phone calls. Great. Lovely to be involved in it. Can I just say this? I've really enjoyed it, and I've enjoyed the fact that they get the fans have got whatever celebration they've got. I just don't want any more. I need to watch what we're saying and doing. To me, let it go now. That's it gone, and let's move forward. We're into Europe. So please, to all the Rangers fans all over the world, in particular Rangers fans on here on Rangers Radio, and my wee nephew Martin in Belfast, everybody, keep it going for the Rangers, because the Rangers really need us. So they will need us. Keep it going.
Here. Well done, guys. Cheers.
Here. Shout out to Martin in Belfast, Bridges' nephew. Good to hear from you. Great to hear from you. He said he's still waiting for the Christmas kit with the money in it, but that's only the bridge. Listen, can I thank everybody for phoning in tonight? All the boys on the calls at the end there. Alex K, Bridgeman, Darren, Jim Paisley, and of course Ian. All the boys that called in earlier. It was great to hear from them, particularly the boy Scott who phoned in for Australia. And of course we're in Denver. Bear and Stevie from Norway, the singer. Brilliant to hear from each and every one of you, all part of the Rangers Radio family. This has been Rangers Radio. We'll be back tomorrow night. We'll be joined by the one and only Big Stevie for the drum. Thanks for listening. Please stay safe. Take it away, old school boy.
legends grow, but Rangers live on just the same. For a new one's born when the blue shirts won, and we all remember their name. We are the legendary Rangers. We wear the legendary blue. Today, forever, and for always, we are Rangers through and through. And there is no doubt what we're all about when we face the world and say, bring it on some more, 'cause you know